What's going on, everyone? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Slangcast Friday Night Chill. We're going to chill. We got a special guest tonight. We're going to bring Lou in, and then we'll bring the guest in when he decides to come through. What's up, Lou?
What's good, man? You said special guest. I was like, all right, yeah, all right, special. That's what's up.
You can't be a special guest if you're here every week already.
Yeah, I know, but I just thought you might have been talking about me. But it's all good. What's up, dude?
Did it hurt your feelings?
A little bit, but we'll talk about that later.
Country Swag. What's up, Country Swag? Thanks for coming through. Hope everyone's having a good week. Well, had a good week. Weekend is finally here, guys. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to chill a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about tech tonight. Have a little fun, chill. If you guys don't know, we chilled. We usually stream for about, an hour and a half, 2 hours on Friday nights. And, we'll see how it goes tonight. We'll see what's up.
Yeah, well, we usually talk about a few things here and there, feed off the chat because, the chat, listen, you guys have stuck with us for quite some time, man. What have we been doing this like 7-8 months now? And, we have a lot of usuals every week. So it's good to see you guys.
Yeah, it's always good to see you guys and talk to you guys about all things tech and whatever else, man, we could talk about. I don't care what we talk about. Canuck Gal, I should say. How you doing? Good to see you again. We talked earlier. Oops, used to saying that. Only one here. It's all good. Crash Lee Cash. I like that name, yo.
Yeah, I was just about to say, that's catchy.
Crash Lee Cash. It's a pretty dope name. Saul, what's up, Saul? What's going on, brother? Tech for your needs. How you doing, my friend? How you doing tonight, man?
What's going on, fellas?
So we're gonna have a guest soon, and when he comes in, of course, we'll do introductions.
Okay.
And just send him a Twitter. I gotta send him a tweet right now.
Up the tweet, huh?
The tweet.
All about the tweet.
And then we're going to talk about microphones. So I want to talk about the channel again real quick because I did start dropping videos. I don't know if anybody has noticed, but I did drop some videos on this channel this week and last week.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll talk about that really quick. I'm trying to breathe a little life back into this channel. Wesley, what's good, Wesley? Thanks for coming through. Chris, what's up, homie? Thanks for those lookouts on those earbuds, by the way. Antonio, how are you, man? Again, weekend's here, guys. I hope everyone's having a good start to the weekend. Had a good week. I'm excited about this weekend. I'm going to knock out some videos. I'm going to invest some more in some stock.
Nice. It's going to be a productive weekend, huh?
A very productive weekend. Trey, what's up, Trey? So yeah, I dropped a video yesterday actually on this channel, and it was about the microphone that you guys actually told me to keep as a backup microphone for this. And I had to knock that video out because, well, I ended up selling that microphone.
Oof.
We did the test where I had the 4 mics here where it looked like I was at a sporting event, right? Mm-hmm. And you guys decided that this mic sounded the best, which I agreed with. And the Rode Procaster sounded second best, very close to audio quality with this mic. And I agree with you there. It sounded great. But I sold it. Sold it.
Well, I mean, listen, I know how you are. If you sold it, but if you really miss it and you see it at a really good price, you're going to get it again.
There's a good chance I'll buy it again.
Just to keep on the side, not to use it, but just to keep on the side.
Well, the whole idea of me racking up microphones is there's two reasons for it. Three. The first reason is I love them.
Right.
I just think I don't know what it is about them. The fact that I can get amazing sound quality. And I think that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, like I always say in my videos, value, right? Bang for buck. What can I get? At what price can I get it for? And that's why I never planned on buying this microphone. This is a $400 microphone. I never planned on buying it. The only reason I did is because I bought it for $200 from somebody selling it on Twitter.
I like that mic, man. I like that pop filter too.
Yeah, it's a dope mic. And then the mic behind me, you guys told me to sell. And that's the mic that's very similar to this, not only in looks, but in sound quality. But it's, half the price. And the only reason I decided to keep that microphone around instead of selling that and keeping the Rode Procaster is because that microphone I can take on the road with me. And when the world opens back up and I start going to events like CES and I want to do vlogs and shoot videos from the hotel room I'm staying in, that's the mic I'm going to have to use. So I had to keep it around because if I didn't, I would have to buy another one. So there's no point in me selling it.
I like that mic, man.
The other one back there?
No, the one that you sold.
The Procaster is a dope mic. I would recommend that microphone to anyone.
Right.
I would recommend it to anyone. It's a great mic. Saul says, have you watched that long video by MKBHD? I did not watch it, and I will not watch it. I'm not going to watch a 45-minute video. I did watch the first 5 minutes of it, and, that's pretty much everybody's 3 to 4 minutes is probably everybody's standard watch time on any video. That's kind of what the algorithm says. People hang out for around 3-4 minutes on a video.
Yeah, their attention span, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, people like MKBHD, when I watch his videos, I do watch the entire video, but I'm not spending 45 minutes on a video about an iPhone.
That's a long video, man. Like, really?
I do love his I love the concept of the video, like why he made it. I understand why he did what he did, and I think it's a brilliant idea. And I'm sure it's a great video. I just don't have that kind of time to sit down and watch a 45-minute YouTube video.
Right.
I mean, I could if I want to be lazy, or if I was driving somewhere, I could just have it on, like, in the background. Even if I was at work, I might have kept it on if I was at work, but I was home and trying to get stuff done. But I did not. Short answer, no, I didn't watch the whole thing. The mic you're using right now is literally what every YouTuber is using. Good choice, I think. Yeah, it's not only what every YouTuber is using, it's what everybody uses in the audio world. If you're a podcaster, if you're a singer, this is the mic they use. And the fact I got it, and the fact I got it for half off, how could I not use it?
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, it has good sound. It does. And I can tell with all the mics you've been using, that one is like really crisp, and it looks good too.
Yeah, I mean, it's an old mic. It's been around forever.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a reason this is still considered the best microphone. It's because of the sound quality you get from it.
Right.
So yeah, I sold the Rode Procaster. Dropped a video about that yesterday, and I dropped a video on the pod mic last week. And that's what I'm going to start doing on this channel. This channel is all going to be about how to create podcasts, how to get good audio, good video, even YouTube channels, things like that. And more along those lines. I already have companies reaching out and sending me some webcams.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that'll be good.
That's cool.
Tech for your needs. How about Flossie Carter? He makes long form videos. Yeah, it depends on the video. If I'm interested in I watch videos all the way through, if I'm interested in watching what they're talking about. And Flossie's reviews, he's unique. They're always entertaining. So I will watch his videos all the way through, but there's not many that I do.
Mm-hmm.
Lens of Wisdom, what's going on, guys? And we have a special guest tonight. We're going to bring him in right now.
What's up, Lens?
What's up? What's up?
What's going on,
dude?
How you doing? It's been a minute. How you doing, Lou?
All right, yourself?
I had a quick question for you. Is that a giant AirPod behind you? What is that on the table?
It's a giant AirPod. It is. It's a giant AirPod.
I saw a tweet with him holding it, and I'm like, dude, is that a hairdryer? No, that's an AirPod. Really?
Yeah. It's a giant AirPod. It's a speaker. It's a Bluetooth speaker.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Cool.
you can actually buy a left and a right one and pair them together and use them.
It would actually be pretty cool if you hung them on the wall, like right beside. Like
If I had a wall. That's all open space back there.
Well, yeah.
There's no wall there.
Just hang
That
it
wall that you
upside
see in the-
down from the ceiling.
Yeah, just hang it from the ceiling.
I wanted to buy. You could actually use that and talk on the phone as well. I could like hold it up to my ear and talk on the phone with it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
These giant AirPods. So yeah.
Oh man.
So I heard we're talking about microphones.
Yeah, we're talking about mics, brother. We're talking about mics. And I love that mic you got. We talked about this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Canuck Girl says, what's up, by the way?
Hey.
So Lou, he's got the same mic I'm using right now.
Okay.
Just that giant pop filter on there.
Yeah, I don't know.
The big pop filter, yeah.
So yeah, I did. I just sold a couple mics. You know that already. And the Procaster, we're talking about the Procaster again. And look, I love the mic. I sold it. But you and I talked about this earlier, why I kept the MV7.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because of, when the pandemic's over and we travel, we're going to need USB mics if we're going to do, out of studio videos and vlogs and things like that.
You told me earlier you kept the pod mic because it's $100.
That's
So
true.
personally, I probably would have kept the other one. Was it the Rode
The Procaster?
Procaster? I would have kept that one because you probably could get a pretty good deal on a used pod mic.
A Procaster. Well, used pod mics are still sold out everywhere. You
Really?
can't really find them. Yeah, they don't go for that. The cheapest I've ever seen was around $90, but it sells out in a minute. Like they're very hard to get. You can go on eBay all day long and overpay by $5. They're on sale on eBay for like $105 all the time. But to buy one on Amazon, to buy one on like B&H, they're always sold out.
Yeah.
And there is another reason for that.
And I was going to ask that, like, why?
Well, there's a reason I'm keeping that mic around. One, it does have, we talked about this earlier again, it does have a bit of sentimental value because it was my first mic.
That's a
And
good
also-
first mic.
Yeah. And also, again, I have the Procaster. I want to invite people here to my home to do podcasts, to shoot, multiple people in a room using mics like these. But I want the mics when I do that to be the same mic.
Now, that microphone has specific settings on your Rodecaster.
Correct.
Does it make a big difference?
Yes. If you have a cloud lifter.
Okay.
I can get that mic to sound close to this with a cloud lifter. It's a little, there's not as much bass in it, but it's really close.
Mm-hmm.
So again, the reason is when I want to open it up and have people here and do podcasts and multiple people in a video talking, I want to have the whole setup, but I want the mics that I have using in that podcast to be the same mic. I don't want to have one mic looking like this, right? So I don't want to go out and buy multiple Procasters.
Right.
The pod mic's only $100. So if I have to buy another one, it's only $100.
If you could find it.
I can. If I want to spend 105, right? I can go on eBay and spend 105 right now and pick up that mic. So
Yeah, it makes more sense than getting all Shure SM7Bs because
I can't afford that. I can't afford that. But that is the reason why I'm going to paint that MV7.
Yeah.
And have it look just like this. Because it with the pop filter on there, it looks just like this microphone.
100%. Yeah.
And you heard the audio earlier with the cloud lifter. It sounds fantastic.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So I can do it that way too if I want and just use those mics together. But I don't know. I'm going to get another pod mic eventually. Whenever I start bringing people, I already contacted a guy today about doing a podcast with me live here. So we'll see how that works out.
Maybe the solution is if they want to be on your podcast, they bring their own microphone when they show up.
Yeah.
Yeah. BYOM.
BYOM, bring your
I
own
don't-
mic.
I don't mind that, but I don't know. It just gives me a reason to buy another mic, honestly.
100%. I get it. I'm the same way.
So real quick, for those that don't know, Next Level, he does have a bunch of YouTube channels. Right? You got 3 now?
Yeah, I got 3. Well, I mean, in collaboration with another YouTuber. I have one on my own and then 2 with another YouTuber, Rojas.
So go ahead and tell us a little bit about.
It's not about me. It's your show, man.
No,
Yeah,
wait,
they
dude,
already know everything they need to know about me.
Is that your rig behind you?
A what?
Is that
My
your
computer?
rig? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like a beast.
It's okay. It would be a beast if I unboxed some more tech that I have sitting on my wall.
Right.
Like, I can show you. Like, This has been sitting on my desk for like 2 weeks. There's 128 gigs of RAM.
Like I just been staring at the rig in the back, like yeah, like
120 gigs of RAM there.
Even though I'm not like a PC player, I would just love just to build a PC, just to build it.
I need to put this in there still.
You need to do that like this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll see. Maybe. I'm thinking, well, I want to do the Roadcaster first. I'm going to unbox the Roadcaster first, and then I'll do that one after.
Let me ask you something. First off, Canuck Gal wants everybody to know you're Canadian.
Yes.
Thank you, Canuck Gal. He is Canadian. And again, he does have 3 different channels: Rojas Reviews, Next Level Tech, and what's the third one?
Well, Rojas Reviews is his own channel. I work with Rojas, and then we have
Beyond the Streams,
our own channels. So there's Rojas Reviews, there's Next Level Tech, and then we have Beyond the Streams is our podcast. It also has its YouTube channel, and then we do clips of our podcast on BS Clips. So there's the 3 there.
So a very, very busy man. And I did just drop his Twitter in the comment section, so you guys should follow him on Twitter. A lot of good information that he posts on Twitter daily. So check out his channels too. If you guys haven't subscribed to his channel, you're missing out. Go check out all of his channels. But I do have to ask you something.
Uh-oh.
The Roadcaster Pro. We're going to talk about this again.
Oh, man.
We talked about this earlier.
It's right there.
Now, I need to know if the reason you haven't unboxed it yet is because you're going to make a video about it.
Yes. Because, okay, I've seen my business partner unbox his. And that is something that needs to be recorded when it's unboxed. It comes with those big cards. It is an experience.
Those cards are awesome, by the way.
Right. So exactly. And you need to be in the moment when you're recording that and displaying it. And I got to be in the right mindset.
How long has it been there?
I'm not answering that question.
The question is, you're never going to be, I know why you're not doing it. I know why you're not doing it. We're not going to talk about that, but I know why you're not doing it. So just saying that though, when are you ever going to feel ready? Right? It's just like starting a YouTube channel. You just got to do it. You just got to throw yourself in there and do it.
I know.
Right? So Tech for Your Needs says, Next Level, I was screaming at you earlier in the live stream. Give it to me if you're not going to use it.
the NVIDIA 3090?
He's probably talking about the Roadcaster Pro.
Well, there's a bunch of things that I'm not using right now, but I'm not getting rid of any of them.
Well, just so you know, I even hit him up on Twitter and tried to trade him a phone for the Roadcaster Pro earlier today.
I know. It was tempting, but I'm not going to.
Wow.
Yeah. I almost was like, what about the Fold 2? And then I was like, nah, I can't do that.
Well, you said it, but I said no first.
Yeah. Well, I was going to offer like the S20 FE or something. It wasn't going to be the Fold.
I wouldn't trade that for an S20. You know how difficult it was to get that Roadcaster? It was sold out in the whole country.
Yeah, I know. I understand. It took me a couple months to get mine.
That's insane. And how much does it go for?
It's 600 here. In Canada, it's probably more.
It's almost $1,000 here.
Wow.
Well, I mean, the conversion's like, what, 30%?
Too much. It's too much. Whatever it is too much.
Well, it's 30%, and then we add tax and everything because our health care and everything else on top of that, right? So,
Well, that I understand. Healthcare is very expensive here, and it sucks. It's terrible.
It is.
Canuck Gal says, next up is a stock channel podcast. Yeah, stock channel. We're going to talk a little bit about stocks again tonight. I'm so into this, so into it. And I know Next Level is too. So we're going to have a good conversation about it. And those of you that caught the stream last Saturday night, Peter was on last Saturday night, and he's a 20-year financial advisor. Some good stuff coming up. And we've talked about doing a little bit more talking about financial stuff on the channel. And now it's not financial advice. We're just talking about it and learning about it together. Canuck Gal says, it must be a man thing. Unboxing does nothing for me. Wow. I don't know what that feels like. I love unboxing stuff. I love it. I do think unboxing videos have lost its luster though on YouTube. I used to unbox pretty much everything I have and then go into the review. Now I don't do that anymore. Now I do a really quick unboxing in the beginning of the video, I mean, really quick, like 10 seconds. And then I get right into the video.
See,
So let me ask.
oh,
Sorry,
go ahead.
go ahead.
See, I'm the same way. Like, I'm less into unboxing, but I would be more into unboxing, like unboxing and installing, and showing that whole process than just a whole like little unboxing. Here you go, blah, 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 blah. Like, if you had more memory for your computer, or you had a graphics card or something, unbox and install, like, I would be all in. I mean, that thing can go for 30, 35 minutes. I'm all in. Just a simple unboxing. It's just, I'm same way. It's just like, I don't know. Not too much into it anymore.
There was specific reasons we would watch unboxings before, right? Like, everything has slowly been transitioning to a standardization of cables. So we would look, what cable is it coming with? Is it coming with a micro USB versus USB-C? Is it coming with headphones or not? And everything's become such a standard now. It's almost like we're watching an unboxing to see what they're not including in a box. And that's where it's lost its luster.
Good point.
You're not wrong. I mean, think about phones. Think about phones right now. Phones only come with basically the phone now.
That's it. No brick.
No brick. No more brick. Not even cables anymore. Like, it's getting to a point, even earbuds all across the board are pretty much USB Type-C, a couple silicone ear tips, and that's it. In every single one of them. Tech for Your Needs says he was talking about the card for the computer.
I know.
That's what I thought he was talking about too.
I'm going to use it.
All right. I hope you use it soon, because it would save you time when it comes to editing.
I know.
How long do you think it would take you to install it?
Not long.
What, 10 minutes?
Probably not even that.
Oh my goodness, dude. You need to do that. Trey says Peter dropped some knowledge last week. Yeah, it was a very good conversation. And again, if you guys, Peter's going to be starting the channel too, so make sure you guys follow him when he does. I don't know if he's here tonight, but he'll be around tonight or tomorrow. Canuck Garrel says, we all have a drawer of cables, so that was a good idea. Yeah, so true.
I have a duffel bag full of cables.
I have an issue with that, though, because so many cables are rated for different things, right? How many bricks do we see and we plug in a different cable, and we know if the brick is not outputting a certain wattage or a certain voltage, then the cable's not going to give you the same juice that you need to charge the phone at quick speeds.
And they're just getting faster and faster.
Right.
Well,
So
one day I'm going to come across that old box that I need a yellow, white, and red cable for. Okay. And I'm going to have like 6 of them in my bag.
you're never going to need that cable again. Them days are over.
One day.
Tech for Your Needs says, before you unbox the item, you already know everything leaks depending on the item. I mean, yeah, that goes back to what he was saying. Like, we already know what we're getting in the box. So the excitement, right, is over when it comes to unboxings. They're still cool every now and then, and I'll still watch them every now and then, but it's not like it used to be. It used to be, wow, I want to see what's in this box. I want to see what it looks like. I want to see, for me, especially, and I talk about this in a lot of videos, I love, the luster is gone, but I still love doing it. When a company puts that much work into just their packaging, I love it. I think it goes a long way. And usually when that happens, the product is really good. Not all the time, but most of the time, if you know a company puts care into their packaging, they're definitely putting care into their product.
With the when you do a video on earbuds, nowadays there's 3 things I look for. Number 1, the box. Because, the box is the presentation, right?
Yeah, first impressions go a long way, man.
Number 2, the sound. I look for your impersonation of when you're playing music, how you think the sound is. And number 3, like when you do like phone calls on it. Like, those are the 3 things I look for when you make a earbud video. And sometimes I want to text you like, dude, I just watched that video and the sound is really good, but the telephone sounds like shit.
Look at that computer in the background.
That thing is a rig.
It's not that crazy.
I got a question for you, actually, next level.
Uh-oh.
Since you're not using the Rodecaster Pro right now, what are you using?
Ah, that's a good question. So the first mixer that I ever got was a solid state Logic. So I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me pull you up.
Oh.
Let me
I don't know if
pull
you can really
up.
see it there, but
There we go.
it's pretty basic. It's got 2 inputs, 1 output, a couple options for your gains, frequencies, monitor mixers, but it's everything that I needed when I got started. And solid state Logic's been around for a while.
And does it come with an app or anything, or just plug and play?
It's pretty much plug and play. Like I've never used the app, so
Well, the audio sounds good, man.
well, solid state Logic's been around for a long time.
What's your gain set at for that SM7B? Because I know that mic is gain hungry.
I have it on like a
It's got to be at least 3/4, right?
8.5. Yeah.
Yep. Even with the cloud lifter, huh?
Yeah, but like once I go over 8.5 is a big difference.
Yeah. I love this stuff, man. I love talking about it. And this is what I like to know, right? Because you don't need the Rode Procaster to get fantastic audio.
No, you don't. No,
You don't. Just listen to me. Like, I don't need all that. And my audio is just like perfect.
Oh, Lewis.
Yes. I
Oh,
know.
Lewis.
My newbie 7,000.
Lewis paid $70. He paid $70 for his boom arm microphone.
And yeah, it's and it's amazing.
It's
It's
something.
amazing.
It's something.
Amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. You can't beat it. You really can't.
When I first got started, I was using Rode Video Mic Me.
Yeah.
For my phone.
Yeah.
I gave that to my girlfriend who started a YouTube channel now, and she uses it on all of her videos, and it sounds great.
Yeah. That's all you need. I just sold my Rode Video Mic Pro, and that's what I've used in every single video that I've ever made on Digital Slang.
Yeah.
It's just on a boom, and I sold it. I actually sold it for the mic. I have the new boom arm right here. Actually, I'm just going to use it for a second because I have it plugged in. So this is the new mic that I'm going to use downstairs. So you can hear it now. I mean, again, I am in the worst possible room right now for audio. I'm in a loft.
Yo, that's not bad.
And this is downstairs in the room where I shoot videos at. This mic sounds so good. Here, you can hear it's kind of an echoey sound, an airy sound because I'm in a loft. And it's just, I mean, I have nothing but air and space behind me that goes 20 feet. So there's a lot of air. So it's not the best place for audio. That's why you have to use something like this, like the Shure, when shooting in a space like this. But downstairs, this thing sounds incredible. And I paid $100 for it, dude. $100.
Which one's that one?
This one is the Cinco. I'll show it to you.
Yeah, pop it up.
It's a $230 shotgun. Is the Cinco. I'll show it to you. It's 200. Where is it at? $230 shotgun condenser microphone that I got for $100 on eBay. Let me pull it up.
I mean, people that go for anything more than stuff like that, we just have an addiction. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. So this microphone looks like this.
Why'd you switch from what were you using before?
So this is the mic that you're hearing now. The long shotgun mic. It's $250 brand new. Again, it comes with the pop filter, big long pop filter, and in a closed off room where your audio can be more focused, it sounds fantastic. It sounds much cleaner than my Rode Video Mic Pro that I was using down there.
Why'd you switch from the Ecamm?
I don't. I'm using both. I have StreamYard on Friday nights I use, and Ecamm I use on tomorrow's stream.
Did you ever fix that echo that I had sometimes?
I did.
What was the issue?
It was a problem with the settings in Ecamm. So for whatever reason, whenever I was like now on StreamYard, I can listen to all the audio through my headphones. On Ecamm, whenever I have it set to those settings, there's an echo. So what I have to do on Ecamm is I have to change the audio output or the audio output. Yeah, the audio output coming out of my computer screen. So the only audio I hear in my headphones on Ecamm is my voice. And that stops the echo. For whatever reason, I don't really understand it. I just know that's what works. And then it's crisp.
That was a little funky, in the beginning.
Yeah, but I'm going to keep using both for now. Eventually, it will be all Ecamm. But I have a whole year of StreamYard and a whole year of Ecamm that's paid for already.
You can do more though, can't you?
So much more. Yeah,
you can do the 4K streaming and
4K streaming. You can stream in 2K if you want. You can drop all kinds of filters, and I can control the actual hue and saturation, the darkness of my videos, the contrast, everything. Your mic volume I can control from Ecamm, and it's cheaper. The 4K plan on Ecamm is cheaper than the 1080p on StreamYard. But I ended up getting both because I was having so many problems in the beginning on Ecamm that I wasn't sure if I was going to stay there. But now that I figured it out, it was already too late. I already have both StreamYard and Ecamm. So again, this is my conversation I had last week. I don't want to abandon StreamYard. I feel like it's wrong. I feel like it's wrong for me not to use it if I pay for it.
I get it.
I believe they actually just got bought out as well, and they're starting to come out with new features.
Oh, really?
So as they roll out with new features, you kind of want to experience them.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool to see. I'm excited to see. I like StreamYard. It's very simple to use, right? So easy to use, and I like it. But Ecamm, for what they offer, you can't beat it, man. Streaming in 4K just looks so damn good. And the fact that I can control every aspect of that stream, you can't beat it for the price. Tech free needs before you unbox.
Yeah.
Tech loving mama. What's up, Tech loving mama? How you doing?
What's up, Tech loving mama? Shout out to Tech loving mama too for the hair color change. I definitely saw that on Twitter.
Canuck says, I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but still nice background noise. Yeah, sometimes we ramble and talk about stuff. It's just more microphones we're talking about. Shotgun mics, these kind of mics here, which are used.
We were just talking about the streaming platforms, like what YouTubers use as a platform to do these live streams for you guys.
Yeah, and there's two, right? If you want to stream by yourself, a lot of people still use OBS. If you want to stream like video game streams, you're going to use something like Streamlabs, or just go directly to Twitch. Doesn't YouTube now can go directly through Twitch?
I have no idea. I don't think so. They're two different companies.
Yeah, it's two different companies. So what you have to do is you have to go through Twitch, which hooks up the Streamlabs, gives you a code that you put into YouTube, and YouTube connects to Streamlabs. And then it all connects. It's kind of like a pain in the butt, but at the same time, like that's the way you do it. Because I like when I play Xbox, I just want to stream to YouTube. I don't want to stream to Twitch, but I have no choice.
I've actually used StreamYards to live stream to 5 different places before.
Yeah.
So it kind of simplifies it.
Yeah, we're streaming to 3 places right now. This is on Facebook and Amazon right now.
Amazon. I've never tried Amazon. How is it over there?
It's okay. I just do it to do it. I'm in a battle right now with Amazon. I'm really pissed off with Amazon right now, actually. Tech loving mama. We're good. How about you? Canuck Girl, it's all good. Great to be passionate about stuff. And that's why we do what we do, because we are passionate about this stuff. So yeah, like Next Level said, YouTubers and streamers use StreamYard and Ecamm to stream to different platforms. And you got to pay for it if you want. There is a free version for both, but it's just okay. You can't really have any guests. But StreamYard is definitely the easiest. Tech Love and Mama, Stadia goes directly to live stream on YouTube.
So does PlayStation, Sony, right to YouTube, no problems. You know,
Stadia,
just Xbox, just the Twitch. And I'm like, man, come on.
Stadia won't
be so easy.
Stadia won't be around too much longer.
Like if I could just plug in my webcam to the Xbox, stream to YouTube, it would be so much easier.
You can do that on Ecamm. You can live stream on Ecamm to Twitch and game that way, and it's super simple.
I know, but I don't want to do Twitch, man.
Canuck Girl says, do you have your own channel, Lou?
Yes, I do. Sorta. Working on it. When I do,
he's been working on it
I've been working on it for like a year.
A long time.
I got like 4 videos in a year. I'm putting in that work.
I was gonna say I'll race you. See who can do it first. If I can install this video card, or if you can start your YouTube channel.
There you go. That is, what's the bet? Let's bet something. Let's bet a penny stock. One free penny stock. That's what we're going to start betting. We're going to start betting penny stocks.
You don't want to start betting, Jeff.
Why?
Because you lost the last one. You lost big.
I lost one bet, bro.
You don't give up when you lose a bet.
That was a big one.
Who gives
You
up?
double down.
Yeah, you double down. Exactly. That girl would like a link, please, Lewis, to your channel.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. Absolutely.
So I want to go back to the mixers real quick, because I did just purchase a new mixer.
Tell me about it.
Just to try out how it works. And on this channel, again, I'm going to start doing videos about audio equipment and gear like that. So I picked up this. This is the Focusrite.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Yeah, and it's the Solo, but I paid $65-70 for it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to try this out and use it. I did play with it a little bit. The audio quality is a little different because there's no audio processing on here. It's just plug and go. So
now,
not a
question. That's for like your mic and stuff, right? For your levels and everything like that.
Yeah.
Now, how do you plug that into your computer?
It's got a USB plug.
Really? Okay, so you plug the USB into your computer to that.
So your XLR mic, it's for an XLR mic.
Okay.
So your XLR mic will go into the front. This controls your gain, your volume, and on the back, you do have your USB plug that goes right into your computer.
Really? Okay, that's interesting to know. Okay.
And they're good. I mean, they're pretty well known in the industry.
When I went into Long and McQuaid, the guy was trying to sell me on one of those first. And I was like, I think I want something a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to have one. I used to have the 212, like the 2 amp one. And I bought that before I bought the Rodecaster Pro, and I never used it. And then when I bought this, I was like, I might as well just sell that. I wish I would have kept it, but I just sold it. And then I ended up buying another one anyway, because we're extra. But I'm excited to try it out. I'm going to try it out. I think next week on the stream, I'm just going to connect to that and use that and see how it sounds. Yo, you should take off your pop filter.
Mine?
Yeah.
You still bugging me about my pop filter? I got to find the other one.
No, remember you said earlier in the stream you wanted to use it without? I'll do it with him. I'm going to do it with you. There you go.
All right. Can you tell a difference?
I don't know. I'm going to have to talk a little more.
Okay. Let me know if you can hear a difference with it on or with it off.
That actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
It's very clean. That's interesting. I'm going to take mine off too. A pop filter parade.
I guess if you're not speaking directly into it, then you don't necessarily need a pop filter.
All right. How's that sound?
That sounds pretty clean.
Sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. If I was talking into it with the plosives.
Yeah. With the plosives. That's right.
I did it so I wouldn't be alone.
There you go. You should put your mic to the side, though, too.
What do you mean?
You're talking directly into your mic, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you got to see how ours is off to the side.
Yeah, but it looks retarded.
I'm going to have to send you some gear. I'm going to have to send you some gear.
No, I'm not like other people. I'm my own person. There I go.
Now, I will say this. It doesn't look as good
No, it doesn't.
at all.
But I was
You know
thinking,
what?
like, if we could take it off and paint it, like if we could have a couple different grills, like if I could paint that red,
That would be dope.
cool.
right?
That would be dope. Now, what happens if you try and just paint the pop filter?
Nah, because then you're killing the sound from going through it.
You think you would?
I think so.
I don't think it would kill it completely. I think I mean, to paint the grill, you're going to damage it unless you can take it off.
Well, I see a couple screws.
There are 3 screws on there. Oh, man, we might have to try that. That'd be cool, right?
I don't know.
I'm actually this weekend. I'm having somebody do a paint job on my airsoft pistol, and they're putting gold in.
Mhm.
Remember, Jeff? We talked about that last year. How you take that paint, that certain type of paint. Well, we're doing a test of my job on something with that paint. So before we tested on that, I gave him the Glock 17 today, and he's taking it home on the weekend. He's going to try to do some gold on it. So I'm like, yeah, all right. See how it comes out.
By the way, anybody looking to buy some airsoft equipment, I got you. I got you. I got brand new sniper rifle. I got some machine guns. I got some pistols.
Oh, you're done, huh?
Bro, all that money, all that stuff's being sold and going right into the stock market.
Oh damn! I might hit a new field on Sunday, man, out in Barnegat.
Nice. Canuck Girl, I want you to take it off. He did. He did it just for you, Canuck Girl. Gal.
Nope.
Check for your needs. Gassed. Yeah.
Gear acquisition said, yeah, you know.
This is what we suffer from. I think most YouTubers suffer from this. Definitely.
Well,
so go ahead.
It's kind of an excuse. Start a YouTube channel so I can buy all the stuff that I wouldn't have bought otherwise because I didn't have an excuse.
Yeah. I mean, but it's a damn good excuse.
Yeah.
Is there really a better excuse?
No, because it's like
Well,
me
depends
with the
if you
freaking
hang on
games.
What'd you say? Next level?
I said if you hang on to it and you don't have a need for it.
You mean like my 150 pair of earbuds I have downstairs? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish there was like a bulk place I could sell them all.
Etsy.
Anybody looking to buy some earbuds, just hit me up. I'm selling them all.
Just do a raffle on a live show. Just hold them up and be like highest bidder.
Yeah,
that's a good idea, dude.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Wow.
That is a really good idea, but that would be a lot to keep track of. That's a good idea, though. I am going to do some giveaways on Digital Slang for channel members. If you're a channel member on Digital Slang or Slangcast, we can do it on Slangcast too, because there's channel members on both. There you go. Do you get free products next level?
It's yes and no. I've gotten a couple free things. I've gotten offered things, but for the most part, I've turned down a lot of things because I just don't feel like I have a good enough turnaround on when I do my reviews to take advantage of some items. Like some of the stuff back here, like the Turtle Beach. I don't know if you can see it, but above Yoda, I have some Turtle Beach headphones. They've sent me those to review. I've done an unboxing of some keyboards. Those were sent to me. I've done a video on a Chromebook. That one I purchased with my own money. But most of the stuff either I've had for a minute or I bought myself. I don't usually take products in.
But you do get offers.
I do, but not as not as often as what you would think.
Okay.
Then again, I'm not that active on my main YouTube channel, so
Yeah. But they do come. They do come in waves. I will say that. What is that mic behind you above Grogu? Grogu.
Mike.
Yeah, there's a mic box up there. Oh, that's your
Yeah,
That's your boom
all I
arm.
saw was, the see the picture of the mic on there?
Yeah.
That looked like it was part of a box above Grogu.
Yeah,
The
I was looking at it in the beginning too.
That's funny.
that's the podcast, and then there's my logo there.
By the way, I love your guys' podcast.
Thank you. You're just
Yeah.
saying that because you're on it.
Well, that's not why though. It is great, but I wasn't on it when I first started watching it.
Okay, all right.
Right? I started watching it well before I was on it.
We are over 100 episodes in now.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really good. Check Loving Mama. Do you have Purple Buds Pro? I do not. If you've seen my 3,000 videos on the Buds Pro, you would know they are black.
Tech Loving Mama is trying to match the Purple Buds Pro with that purple locks she has now.
I almost did buy the Purple Buds Pro because I think they look incredible. I think that color is amazing on there. And I almost bought the S21 Ultra when it was released, and I was going to get free Buds Pro with it. But I didn't pull the trigger because I didn't want the phone. Trey says, I saw a leak of a Sony M4 earbuds. Looking forward to that. Yes. Definitely looking forward to a new version of the Sony earbuds. They're going to be unreal, which, by the way, I'm selling my Sony earbuds now, the XM3s, if anybody is interested.
How much?
For you, Lou, $350.
It's not a deal.
What do you mean?
You're just
They're only worth.
you're just totally screwing me over right now.
Would I ever do that to you, bro?
So yes.
Next level. I know you have a PlayStation. Do you have an Xbox?
I sold my PlayStation. My Xbox is I mean, I just kind of changed it, but my Xbox is right here beside me.
Do you play?
I've played it twice.
Too busy working?
I don't know.
It's just collecting dust.
It's right now it's holding up a cell phone that's charging.
We got to play some games, man. We're always playing.
Okay, what game do you want to play?
Warzone.
Golf.
Warzone.
Warzone.
Call of Duty?
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Okay, I'm gonna have to buy it.
It's
Call of
free.
Duty. Warzone is free.
Oh, okay, I could do free.
Yeah, free is good, man. We play every week. We play though. Me, Lou, a couple other people, a couple other subscribers. We all play.
I'm terrible though.
That's okay.
So am I.
A lot of times it's more about just having fun, and I want to win. Don't get me wrong, but
If
it's
you
about
play
having
some
fun.
Gears. I'll be super excited.
I've never played Gears.
Gears is actually, I think Gears 5 was the free game of the month last month too.
Yeah, I'll download Gears if you guys want to play. If you guys start playing Warzone with us, I'll play whatever. I'm down to play anything. I won't play my Xbox literally by myself.
Mhm.
I will wait to play with other people. I just find it more fun. I won't play it by myself anymore.
Shout out to Girl Shoots Boy who crushed a dude with the helicopter last night. I did record that video and she crushed the hell out of that guy.
Yeah, she's a beast too. She's good. She's
She is.
actually sleeping right now so she can wake up and play when the stream's over.
Oh, nice.
Tech Lover Mama says, dang, I was hoping you had them so I can buy them off you. Well, I got plenty of other buds if you're interested. Good prices too.
You guys are gonna have to give me a list of video games because the way things work now, it's gonna take me a minute to download whatever game you want me to play with you.
Start with Warzone because that's what we play most together anyway.
Mhm.
And that's probably going to be the biggest download.
Yeah.
So I would start with Warzone. And you sold your PS5, huh?
Yeah, I sold the PS5. I'm not a
Really?
PlayStation guy. I like Xbox because of Gears of War. It's the only reason I get a console.
And
Yeah.
I want to try that new Gears of War DLC because I heard it's really good. And I have it. I just haven't tried it.
That's actually the same with me with PlayStation. The only reason I want to buy a PlayStation is to play God of War.
Right.
That's it. So tomorrow I got a video dropping on a pair of earbuds. What about you, Next Level? What's your next video going to be about?
I just picked up a mouse that I bought, and I've recorded the video, but I haven't edited it yet.
Nice.
The Logitech MX Master 3.
Ooh,
Oh,
look at
I've
that.
actually heard about that. Is it good? Do you like it?
You know what? I haven't used it enough to say too much about it, but just from the software and what you can do with it when it comes to the macros and the customizations and how you can have different things for whatever program you're using, amazing. Absolutely amazing.
So you can use it and configure the settings to work with, like, say, your editing software?
100%. If you got shortcuts that you use in Premiere Pro,
Yeah.
you can shortcut them right on the mouse.
Wow.
So pretty cool. Even things like navigating Chrome browser or pulling up your start bar were just different things. And it's not just buttons. They actually have gestures on how you move the mouse when you hold down buttons. It's like a next level mouse. I don't know how else to put it.
It's like a next level mouse. That's a perfect mouse for you. How much is that thing?
Oh, it was not cheap. Those are expensive. I deal in imaginary dollars called Canadian dollars, and it was like probably 200.
Yeah, the mythical Canadian dollar, we're going to call it. So last week, we're going to change the subject now. We're going to take this in a little different route because this is something I'm very passionate about right now.
Yes, yes.
And we're going to talk about investing.
Oh, I love it.
And we're going to talk about why we should be investing. We're not going to talk about and give you advice on what you should be investing in because that wouldn't be right. You got to decide that on your own. But I can tell you what I invested in, what I'm going for, what I'm trying to accomplish, and it's something I'm really into it. I've only been doing it for about 2 months, 3 months right now. And this guy right here is one of the reasons I got into it. You next level.
I didn't even know that until you said that earlier today.
Yeah. So next level and I think I was on his stream, and after the stream was over, we started talking about stocks, and you DM'd me a couple of things on Twitter about it. And I just started, doing what you're supposed to, doing your research.
100%. Your DD.
Yeah. And I researched a bunch of stocks. And then of course that took me to YouTube, and I started watching a bunch of stocks or a bunch of videos on stocks, as well as a bunch of videos on crypto. And then I just went in. I had mentioned this to Next Level earlier. I'm older than probably most people here, and I have never saved money well. It's always been a problem for me. It's always been a struggle. I'd always make it. I never had a problem making money, but I was always spending the money.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So now, every little penny that I make, even like I had everybody should have an emergency fund, $1,000 emergency fund, and just leave it sit for an emergency on a rainy day. If you ever need it, hopefully you don't ever need it. But I took all that money out of that and closed that account, and I dumped that into the stock market to start. And I got to tell you, I'm loving every bit of it. I'm excited about doing this because it's not high risk at all. I mean, there are stocks you can buy that are high risk, but I'm not doing that. You have to be smart about it. And if you are smart about it and you diversify your portfolio, which means buy a bunch of different stocks. So if one stock's, tanks, you're not asked out of all your money. So I invested in some crypto, which I am starting to become even a bigger fan of crypto than I am regular stocks. And I know you feel a little different about that, right?
Well, I'm excited about stocks because of crypto.
Good. Smart. That's a really good statement right there. That's a really interesting, that is deep right there. If you're into stocks at all, that is a very, very deep and raw statement. And it's because the companies that are investing into crypto are blowing the hell up right now.
Yep.
So smart. I never even looked at it like that. Man, crazy. So yes, crypto. I dumped some money into crypto. I dumped some money into regular stocks, and they've all done fairly well. Now both markets have taken a dip this past week. And what people don't realize is that if you're doing it right, dips are actually, look at you downloading it. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, you're downloading Fortnite though.
Oh, I guess that's an update for it.
We don't want Fortnite. We want Warzone.
Okay, I'll get Warzone. Hold on.
What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying.
You talk about crypto and crypto.
I was about to say something really important though. Now I don't remember.
Sorry.
Damn it. It's gone.
You know, that's my
Well, the
issue
companies
too,
that are
man.
investing into cryptocurrency, right?
Yeah, and it was, damn it. I was on a mission. I was on a mission. I don't remember what I was talking about. If everybody in the chat remembers what I was talking about. But anyway, crypto. And again, we had Peter on last week, who is a financial investor, financial consultant for the past 20 years. Really good stuff there. And he'll be on again talking about this stuff. And we're going to talk about it more in the next level. I hope you join us more to talk about it, because I really want to start talking about it. And I don't care if I have a dedicated channel just talking about it. I might even start another channel just to talk about it and learn about it, because I think it's very important. This is stuff we should be taught in school. This is stuff we should be taught when we're growing up, how to invest our money, how to have your money make money for you. This is stuff I've never learned. I didn't have a dad around to teach me this stuff. My mother was too busy working and trying to take care of us. Nobody ever taught me this.
You know, in my live stream, because I had a live stream earlier today, Digital was on there for a bit. I said, well, at least I don't know if I said this during the live stream, but we think that investing in stocks is risky. We think that different investments have different risks that come with it. But one of the things that I said on my live stream was the biggest risk of it all is not doing anything with it, because you have to understand that most of us, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but Digital, I think, agreed with me when I made this statement. For myself, if I leave my money in my account, I'm going to spend it.
Gone.
So what's the difference between me taking a risk and losing 10% versus me spending 100% of it? And it's facts. Everybody, when we leave money in our account, we are more inclined to spend it.
It's true.
Yeah. And you were talking earlier on your stream about paying yourself first, right? You have to put yourself first. And I hear people talk about they're trying to do the right thing and they feel like they're being selfish, taking care of themselves first. If you don't take care of yourself first, you can't take care of anybody else, right? You cannot, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, whether it's financially. If you have a family, you have to put yourself first in order to take care of those other people in your life the correct way. And stock markets used to, before I knew, and I'm still learning, I don't know a lot, right? But I'm learning as we go every day. And stock markets, when I used to think about stock markets, it was kind of a stigma attached to it. And it was kind of like, I don't make enough money to put my money in there to lose it.
Yeah.
Right. But that's not how it works.
No.
If you're smart, your money will make you money. And if you're smart and you put it in the right stock, and it's not hard now these days with all of the stuff available at your disposal to find out what's a pretty good stock. That stock is never going to go to zero. You're never going to lose all that money. Like you just said earlier, okay, maybe it goes down 10%.
Okay. You just said it's not hard, right? It's not hard to find a pretty good stock. Say somebody who has no clue, no idea, but they want to invest.
Yeah.
Like, what do? Are they supposed to just Google something and say, what's the best stock? Or are they like, what's the first step they should take?
For me, the way I did it, and I'd love to hear your answer next level, but DD again, you got to do your research, you do your due diligence, and you have to research, and not just one spot. Don't just Google it. Find out who trusted investors are. Find out what this company is doing, what this company is doing. Compare what everybody is saying. And if you have 10 people that are doing great financially, and each one of those people are saying, okay, this is a stock you might want to look at. Okay, I'm going to go look at that stock. And if you can look There's always a graph, and you can tell how it goes. And there's also a place you can go and you can see the all-time low. You can see where it's at right now. You can see the all-time high. If that is very close, right? If I'm buying in at something that is close to an all-time low, I already know I'm good. I'm not going to lose my money because it's never going to get lower than it usually is right now. But if I see that also has a very good percentage of going up 10, 20, 30%, it's a no-brainer to throw $50 in there, $100 in there, even $20, and just let it ride for a little bit. Next Level has much more experience than I do, but the way I do it is just research. I am watching tons of YouTube videos. I'm reaching out to people like Peter, who's a financial advisor. I'm talking to people on Twitter who are heavily invested in the stock market. You just have to be smart about it and reach out and get the information and do your research. Next Level.
So I would answer that without actually answering it, because I would say you have to determine what kind of investor you want to be. You have to determine what kind of risk factor you want, right? Do you want to be a set it and forget it kind of person? Are you looking to hold on to long-term stocks that you're going to sell when you retire? Are you looking to build a dividend portfolio? What is a dividend portfolio? These are ones that, bring in either monthly, quarterly, annually, small percentages of income, and you just kind of put a certain portion of your money and buy into these certain stocks. Are you looking to just make quicker cash movements to get to certain things, right? You have to determine what your risk factor and go from there is. That's kind of how I look at it, right? And then obviously, just like you said, there's a lot of good information on YouTube, but there's also a lot of great information, like I was showing you earlier, on Twitter. Once I found out that you can search all the information about all the stocks on Twitter just by putting in the ticker symbol, and you can see what everybody's talking about. I'm not saying you believe everything that's on the internet, but you start to read everything and you start to realize who's a little bit more trustworthy than others. And you can see other stocks that they're trading in, and some of them will actually post charts and they'll explain them. And they'll say, well, this is moving like this because of this, or this stock is moving because of this other stock. And you end up going down this crazy rabbit hole. And I think what really gets me is when you start to say, okay, I think this stock is going to hit this price, and it hits that price. And once you have that moment, that's when you're addicted.
It's true. And Canuck Gal makes a good point here. It's, as a noob, it's easy to be overwhelmed by all the lingo, and not just the lingo, the graphs that you see. It's all very confusing and overwhelming when you first see it, but that's why you have to do your research and find out what those terms mean, find out what those graphs mean. And there are tons and tons of places where you can get that information.
But I also look at it like this, though. Even if you didn't read graphs, right? If you can do enough research about a company that you believe in what they do, and you can see the news that's coming out, it's not the same kind of gamble as buying a lottery ticket. There's people out there that spend $20 a week on lottery tickets.
Mm-hmm.
You can make more of a sure bet on these stock plays.
Absolutely. Trey says you were saying when crypto dips. Yeah, and that's another thing. When we see all these dips in the market, and it's not just crypto right now, it's all the stocks. But if you follow what's going on, everybody knew this was coming, right? Everybody knew it beforehand that this was going to happen. And as long as you do it right, this dip that's going on right now, it's not the time to get rid of your stock. It's actually the time to buy more. Because if you're following what's going on, you know all that stuff is going to go right back up higher than it's ever been. So if you're doing it right, a lot of people get freaked out when they see these dips because they see their income going down. But it's actually, if you're invested right and you're paying attention, it's actually the perfect time to buy. Canuck Girl says, before I started, I assumed it was just over my head. Yeah, me too. That's why I never got involved with it. I assumed that Well, one, I assume completely wrong that you need a lot of money to start. Right. I always was trying to save money and then have this extra bag of cash that I could just invest in stock market. And that's never going to happen. Never going to happen. Start with $20. Start with $30. Start with $50. Whatever you can start with, just start. Because honestly, you're going to make more in there than you are in any bank if you do it right.
Now, say you want to start with $30, $50. Like, do you just go online and do it?
Like where to do it, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of apps and stuff you can just download right on your phone and invest in a stock. Literally, you could do it right now within 10 minutes if you wanted to.
You know, a majority of people in the States have an application on their phone that they can trade cryptocurrency and stocks on, and they don't even know it.
Which would PayPal.
No, Cash App.
Cash App too. Yeah.
A lot of
PayPal
people don't even know.
Yeah. PayPal does it now too.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have PayPal, you can go on buy crypto today. But I use, and we talked about this earlier, eventually I'm going to transfer everything off of here, but I use Robinhood right now for stocks and for some of my crypto. Robinhood only takes about 7 types of cryptocurrency right now. But eventually I'm leaving Robinhood and getting rid of that. And that's what you have to do. You have to manage your risk. And I used to think it was very hard to do. If you just pay attention, it's not that difficult. Good to have a community group like Next Level has also. Yes. Tell us about your community groups.
So I guess I'm notorious for starting groups all over the place. I have 4 or 5 Telegram groups now, but I just recently started one for stocks, and I talk a little bit about crypto, but not a whole lot. And it's just for me to share information as I learn it and share kind of some of the plays that I do. I'm not telling people what to do. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. And Telegram's an interesting place where you can also add features like bots that can pull other information from other places about investing or about stock prices. So I'm just trying to use all the tools available to me to create a place that I would enjoy, and I hope others will as well.
Yeah, and I signed up I joined your Telegram today.
Signed up. There's no cost to it. You're not signing up for anything.
Hey, I just signed my life away. No, but
do you agree to these terms and conditions?
Yeah. Every stock that I invest in, I owe Next Level a certain percentage now.
That's right. Yeah.
No, but I joined his Telegram group today, and I'm excited about it because, again, the fact that I'm passionate about it now, I'm going to want to learn from people that are smarter than me when it comes to this stuff.
Even though my name's on it, though, I don't want it to be my group because we can learn from everybody, right? I want you to share some of the plays that you're interested in and for others to do their own due diligence and their own research.
Yeah. Poos, what's up, man? Any free apps or do they all charge a percentage? Well, it's funny that you mentioned that. I just watched a video today. Remember before on your stream, I mentioned the big tech YouTubers, John Rettinger and Andrew Edwards. They just started second channels, both of them talking about financial advice. And they were talking about Robinhood. Jay, I use Robinhood for my stocks and everything right now. And it is a free app, quote unquote, free app. But just keep in mind, nothing is free. Somewhere along those lines, someone is making money. Now, there are other apps that do charge a fee. And Robinhood, essentially, if it says, and it's not illegal, this is what a lot of companies do. And I hope I explain this the correct way. Next Level, if you know what I'm talking about, please feel free to jump in and correct me. But I will try and explain it the best way I can, according to the video I watched earlier today by one of these YouTubers. And they were specifically talking about Robinhood. Mm-hmm. And what Robinhood does, Robinhood is like the middleman. So every time I buy stock on Robinhood, that gets purchased through Robinhood and the app, quote unquote, for free. And then they send it out to a like a hash fund, or is that what it's called? The hash fund?
Hedge fund, yeah.
A hedge fund. They send it out to another company that's basically a hedge fund, and they put that order through. And then Robinhood charges, it's like 5 cents or something. So every transaction that we do on Robinhood, it's about 5 cents worth that we lose out on of our money. And the way it works is, say I'm buying a stock for whatever the cost is, right? You can put limits on what you're willing to pay for a stock. But if you just go in and you buy that stock at what the going rate is, you're actually not buying it at that rate. You're actually buying it at that rate plus like a nickel. You just don't see that they're charging you that extra nickel.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's how Robinhood makes money.
Yeah.
That brokerage, that hedge fund pays Robinhood that percentage that they took. You don't ever notice it, and most people don't care. And it's not illegal. It's perfectly legal, and a lot of companies do it. But they just don't tell you how they do it.
So I've watched videos on the same kind of stuff, but I don't know if they just explained it differently or my understanding was differently. My understanding was they take all the data from all the purchases.
That's another thing too.
And they sell it to the hedge funds.
Yeah, they trade your data.
See how the market's moving before they put those orders through. So if the hedge fund wants to go left or right, this could be a conspiracy. I'm just saying what I heard. Then they can do that before anybody else can, right?
It's basically insider trading.
Yeah.
Yeah. They talked about that in the same video. He did mention that. And that's another thing. They're also getting your data. So they're giving your data away to the hedge funds.
Right. So
then in turn, the hedge funds can know, all right, all these people are investing in these stocks. I'm going to get in before they do and make more money. And they were all fine for that. Robinhood was fine for that.
They make billions.
Well, that's what they were only fined. They were fined 1.2 million, and they're worth like 40 billion. Like, it's pocket change.
It's like a $50 fine for us.
Yeah, you're right. So here's another one. Webull is free in the US. Yeah. Jay, also TD Ameritrade. You can go on TD Ameritrade, very reputable company, and they have a free app that you can download. So I signed up this week because I'm looking for something better than Robinhood. And I like Robinhood. It's very easy to use. I signed up for Webull. I signed up for TD Ameritrade. I signed up for Coinbase for crypto. And I think that's it. And I signed up for Public. Public is another free app that these big time YouTubers recommend to use.
Well, you know where Public's coming from, right?
I do not.
So have you ever heard of a guy named Chamath?
No.
So Chamath made billions of dollars or $1 billion. He was one of the senior execs from Facebook. And he did a bunch of stock plays when he came out, and he became a billionaire after he left Facebook. So he's very influential when it comes to a lot of the stock market plays. He's been influential for a lot of businesses, but his hands is in the funding of Public. So when all of that stuff was going on with Vlad from Robinhood, he was very vocal about his disapproval of how Vlad was handling the situation. So because of that, he got a lot of publicity for his platform.
Gotcha. I think I know who you're talking about now. He's kind of dark skinned, like Indian looking. Yeah. Is he Indian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he's exactly Indian from India, but he's brown. He's a brown dude.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I've seen him. He's very well spoken.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, Robinhood is free too. In Canada, Wealth Simple is free.
Yeah, that's one of the platforms I use. So this comment, I'll talk about it for a second. So in Canada, we have what's called a tax-free savings account, and the government allows us to, I guess, invest a certain amount every year, and it's not taxed. And we're actually able to trade with these accounts. Do you guys have something similar to that in the States?
Not to my knowledge. I've never heard of anything like that.
So just to speak to this comment for any of the Canadians that are, I guess, watching, Wealthsimple, you're actually able to trade in Wealthsimple through your TFSA. So you don't have to use your bank if you don't want to as well. Your banks will charge you $9.95 depending on your bank. There are one or two banks that are charged $6.95, but keep in mind, if you're not trading with a lot of money, the banks charge you a commission when you buy and when you sell.
Oh, wow.
So you have to be mindful of how many shares you're buying, because if you don't buy a lot of shares, then your profits are eaten by your commission. So be careful.
That's good. $9.95 in and out.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot.
What do you guys get charged there?
It depends what it is. There's different prices and fees for like crypto. I know Bitcoin's very high. I know Ethereum's very high.
But
ADA
if
is
you were to trade stocks in your bank, though.
in my bank. I'm not sure because I've never done it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Only on the apps I've done it, which is about a nickel every time, which you don't even notice. 5 cents flat or on the dollar. It's usually flat from what I understand. Canuck Gal says, yes. Sorry, Jason, that wasn't answered to your comment. I have Wealthsimple, but wanted a way to get dollars faster than waiting 3 days, but that changed recently. So you got to wait 3 days for your money to be available with that?
Yeah. So unfortunately, with the Wealthsimple app, it's the only free trading app, commission-free trading app that we have available to us in Canada. And when we transfer money to it to use it, it's on a 3-day hold. And I think even a 5-day hold for crypto. And I think that's due to money laundering stuff as well. They want to make sure that all the money going through is good. We're just slower in Canada, but they're changing that. So 250 or below, they're saying it's going to be instant. I think it's a slow rollout because I haven't seen that feature on my end yet, but some people are reporting that it's going through. So
that's cool. I do have to ask, I think it's Webull, and correct me if I'm wrong, but some of the apps that I use, like Robinhood, once the day is over, you can't trade anymore. You can go ahead and buy it, but it's not going to go through to the next day. But isn't Webull the app that you can trade even after the stock market is closed?
yeah, I think again, I don't have direct access to Webull because I'm in Canada, but yeah, you can trade aftermarket and pre-market, and certain banks, like I think Ameritrade will let you do that as well too. The ones that'll charge you in the commission will probably let you do aftermarket and pre-market.
Yeah, where you can trade at any time, whatever you want.
Well, not necessarily. So Eastern Standard Time, pre-market opens at 4 a.m. and it goes to 9, and then aftermarket starts when the market closes at 4 p.m. and it goes to about 8 p.m.
All right.
So it's not 24/7, but there is that buffer, right? One of the other apps that I recommend, and it's going to sound crazy, but is Yahoo Finance. It is one of the best applications to track the stocks that you have.
I have that on my phone.
Yeah. Yahoo Finance is amazing. It'll show you the prices for pre-market, aftermarket. You can set alerts for when stocks are moving a certain way.
Oh, wow.
I absolutely love using Yahoo Finance. So what I do is I look at all the stock prices on Yahoo Finance, and then I'll go onto my platform and set my limit buys when I look at this.
Okay. Good to know. I'm gonna check that out tomorrow. What do we got? How long have we been streaming now? We've been streaming for an hour and 18 minutes. We're only going to go for like another 10, 20 minutes, and then we're going to wrap it up because I'm going to go play some Xbox. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to play some Xbox.
I'm trying to race my internet here. I'm only 20 gigs downloaded so far.
Man. All right, I'll be up for a little while. Or we can just keep streaming. Canuck Gal says, I got instant.
Mm-hmm.
I think Webull is known for the tools it provides as well. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about Webull. Jay says, I think they are the ones that wobble, but don't.
That was awesome.
That was good, Jay. That was good. We'll give you that.
That was a good one. Yeah.
So, what do we got going on this weekend, guys? Lou, what are you up to this weekend? I know I got videos to make. What about you guys?
Let's see. Like I said, I got a bunch of things I got to do in the morning. Birthday party, family, and then hopefully Sunday, man. After a year and 2 months, I can get back on the airsoft field, and I can definitely tag somebody because I am looking to lick off some shots this weekend. Put on some gear, get in the woods. Get in the woods, throw some clips in.
Next level's out. He ain't having any of
it. and get busy. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's going to be
What
cold.
about you? What about you, Next Level?
I got to work on the podcast for this week because we do 3 episodes a week, and I got other things for the podcast to work on, right? Because we try to be prepared well in advance for the podcast. Besides that, the podcast, I got some personal stuff going on. I mean, it's tax season, so you want to make sure that you're taking care of your taxes because the tax man will find you.
Yeah, and there's no extension this year. No extension. Is your tax deadline the same day as ours?
I have no idea because I'm not even going to try to pretend that I know anything about taxes. I just know I got to pay them.
Yeah, they're not fun. They're not fun.
Nope.
I can tell you what I'm doing with our stimulus checks just got approved.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I was
You know
wondering.
that whole thing is going into the stock market.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Why is this going to happen this week?
Yeah. That's free money right there.
Yeah, that whole thing's going into a Boba Fett helmet for my wall. I'm not going to lie.
Speaking of that, you want to see something I haven't unboxed yet either?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to have a Mandalorian helmet.
No.
Ooh, Deadpool. Nice.
Oh,
It's a talking Deadpool head.
Oh, my
that's
goodness.
cool.
Light and sound activated, but I've never even opened it. So that would have looked good
That's
somewhere on my
cool.
desk that talks to me while I'm doing my videos.
You know what? I saw one on Twitter that it was an Iron Man helmet, and the guy like hit the thing, and the face mask came down, and the eyes lit up, and it was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god! I want that.
Chris wants to know what I'm making videos about. Earbuds, couple pairs of earbuds. Tomorrow's is about the Soul Truth. Man, I don't even remember the name of them. The Soul Fit or something. Half of the video was shot. It's not edited yet. I got to finish some B-roll. That'll be up tomorrow at some time. The Soul S Fit, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And Sunday, I actually don't know. Sunday, I'm so behind on videos. I have a bunch of earbuds here in the house. I have a couple of smart watches I need to make videos on. I have some more Pixel boxes that I have to make videos on. I don't know what I'm going to do on Sunday.
You got Pixel boxes, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting. Really?
A big one.
A big one.
A big one. Like
Really?
3 times the size of the one that used to be on in the back.
What happened to the one in the back?
It's still back there. I just don't turn it on as much because it messes with my camera's autofocus.
Then you shouldn't use it, and you should totally give it to me. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're not using it, you should just start giving stuff out.
Lou, I got a good idea for you, by the way.
I like ideas.
So you were talking about buying a Boba Fett helmet. What's that helmet going to cost you?
About 120.
The smarter play would to be buy, and I only know about this because I just watched a video on this like 2 days ago. You can buy a 3D printer for about $150,
Okay.
and you can make your helmet. And you should see the stuff this guy makes with this. It's incredible. Like working Iron Man suits, working Iron Man helmets, working Boba Fett helmets. You can make one for yourself once you learn how to do it. And he says it's not hard. And all the templates are already out there for all this stuff. You just got to get the right. He made like, he
But
got
then, like I would have to paint it and do everything. Like I would have to get a certain paint and
Right. So you spend an extra $30 to get the 3D printer, but then after you get it right, you can make more and sell them and just make money from it.
I could. Or I can just buy the Boba Fett helmet for 120 and put it up on the wall. Then I can use the rest to buy other stuff that I don't need.
And this is why we don't keep money in our checking accounts. Because
Absolutely.
Do you know how crazy this 3D printing stuff has gotten?
Oh, it's gotten insane.
I did a podcast with a company called Mark Forged, and they have 3D printers that are 3D printing copper.
Wow.
Wow. That's like what is that book? The Book of Alchemy? The Sorcerer's Secret or whatever it is, that book.
Like, it's insane to print metal.
That's crazy. I would love to get one and try one, but
They're not cheap.
All my
Talking about
money,
10 grand.
all my money's tied up right now, man. It's got one direction right now. It's got one place to go.
That's funny.
Canuck Girl says ours is April 30th. So I think ours is actually the 15th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I already got my tax money.
I have so much work to do for taxes because I have the screen printing business and the LLC for digital slang. Man, it's going to take me, and that was the goal for this weekend, was to get all that done, but I'm going to need literally a whole day to do it.
Well, like our plan was like, I want a new truck. So as soon as I went into the bank, I just took it right out. And I just put it to the side. Don't touch it. Don't need it. A couple weeks, go to get a new truck. That's what that's for.
Canuck Girl wants to know if you have avoidant personality, Lou.
Have avoidant? What does that mean?
Not really sure. Not really sure.
Break it down. Explain, and I'll be honest with you. Like, I'll tell you right from the door. Yes, no, whatever.
Do you consider yourself an introvert?
What do you mean?
An introvert is somebody that kind of likes to keep to themselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When I'm at work, don't talk to me. Let me do my work. I hustle when I come home. No, how about this? No, because listen, I play games with you guys. I'm out there doing yard work, talking to the neighbors.
Yard work doesn't mean anything, man.
I'm out there on the airsoft field, hanging with the locals. Nah. But I don't know. It depends. Don't try to get me in a conversation. The last longer than 3 minutes.
Don't get me in a conversation. Do you like people?
They're okay.
What do you think of Next Level?
I like him.
Well, you're pretty dope as well.
I mean, listen, I'm an honest guy, so like, if I don't like your personality, I'm just not going to acknowledge you, or I'm not going to tell you I don't like you. I'm just going to say,
right.
Plead
the fifth.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not gonna smile at you.
Right.
I'm gonna look that way. But
who said he already got his return? Now give me that COVID cash.
Yeah, listen, got my return too. Give me that COVID cash.
Yes, Canuck, I do have an LLC for YouTube. Once you start making over a certain amount of money, you gotta turn it into a business.
Yeah.
Canuck Girl, no, that was for you. Next Level.
So maybe, I guess. I like I said earlier, I'm the laziest person I know.
Yeah.
So my problem is, if I'm not passionate about something, I can't record a video about it. And I got to be in that moment. And right now, I'm passionate about stocks and investing. So it's hard to just, I guess, jump from one seat to another and just be passionate about the Roadcaster when I'm staring at the stocks all day. I'm just saying, in general. I mean, I have a setup that works for me right now, and it works pretty good. So
your audio sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I'll
does.
buy that Roadcaster from you if you want. I mean, if you're not going to use it,
No, because I know if I want another one, it's going to be difficult to get it.
Yeah, it will. It will. But I understand. And look, it's tough. It's tough, man. Burnout is real on YouTube. And when you're focused one way and then you have this other stuff that you need to make videos for, it's very difficult to just get in the right mindset to give it your all, because you want to make a good video. You don't ever want to just go and shoot a video because you have to. You want to be like feeling the product, right? You want to get into it.
And like, we've all done it. We've all made videos where we poured like our heart and soul into it, and the editing was good, and we put it out, and it's been 2 months and it won't even hit 1,000 views. And you're like, this is worth more than that. So
it is. But then you make a video where there's no B-roll. It's just you talking, and it blows the hell up. So that's why you can't, there's no way to read the algorithm.
It's true. It's true. I've got a question for you guys. What is your views on electric vehicles? Do you like them? Do you have a dream electric vehicle? And is there one that you would like to purchase in a perfect world?
I'll let Lou take that one first.
In a perfect world, an electric Blazer, a Blazer truck, old
So
school.
not a Cybertruck.
No, hell no. I'm talking about old school 84 box, the old school Blazer. If that was an electric, like, I'm all for it. And as far as electric cars, listen, as long as there's enough ports and you don't have to worry about, the mileage and all that, like, yeah, absolutely. Like, electric cars, I think in the next 20-25 years, you're going to see more electric cars than gas cars. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Listen, 10-15 years ago, everything was physical. Nobody was saying anything digital would take over. Now everything is digital. Everything from your music to your video games to what you watch. You don't even watch TV anymore. You watch more YouTube than TV.
Your money's right now.
Exactly. Everything is digital. So, in 20-25 years, I mean, listen, you see all these companies trying to group together to make electric cars, even though, there's fallouts and it doesn't happen.
Mhm.
You can see the attempts. People are interested. Apple, Hyundai, and the other company, whoever it was. But yeah, listen, I want an electric car. People down the street have freaking 3 of them between 2 houses, and I got to drive by them shits every day. And I'm like, oh, look, they're nice and clean. I mean, look at them. Look at that big screen. Like, I just want to go up to it, put my window, face up in the window and just look inside, but I'm scared that camera's going to show me. But yeah, I want an electric car, man. They're nice.
Yeah. I'm all for it. I'm all for the transition to electric cars. I think they're pretty cool. I don't know if I'd ever buy an electric car, but I would buy an electric truck.
Okay.
I owned a Yukon.
Okay.
It was a hybrid. It was half electric, half, regular. And I love
big as hell, man. What the fuck you doing driving gas tank?
I need a big truck, bro. I'm a big dude.
No,
I need a big
man.
truck. I need to spread my wings, bro. I need to spread. I need to be able to buy stuff and put it in the back seat. Is what I need.
You look real lonely in that big ass truck by yourself.
I got 3 dogs, bro. I don't ever look lonely. So yeah, but as far as like the Teslas, I think are super dope. I don't know if I'd ever buy a Tesla. I've thought about it, but I think they're super dope. If you ever been inside one or seen the inside of them, they're incredible. And it's going to happen. More and more companies. Apple's going to have one released in a few years. And I think they're great. I have no issues against them. It's better for the environment. They're not as expensive as they used to be.
Okay.
Purchasing anyway. Maintaining them is different. The reason I don't have my Yukon anymore is because the hybrid battery went on the hybrid, and I had to spend, it was going to cost me $10,000 just to fix the hybrid battery. And I owe 10 grand on the truck. So, and I couldn't take it to any place but the dealership because everybody else was scared to work on it because apparently it's very dangerous.
Yeah.
So 10 grand to fix it. And I was like, that's what they have to reduce cost on, right? Is maintaining them and fixing them, because right now it's very expensive to fix those cars.
Well, definitely over the next 5 years, there's going to be an evolution of batteries, right? They're already talking about solid state batteries that are going to be able to charge up to 80% in 15 minutes. And I think once we hit that point, once that's mainstream, what's the point of having gasoline at that point, right? Yeah. So if I understood, well, here, I wanted to make one other quick point. Hyundai just got hit with a $900 million recall on their electric vehicles for their batteries catching on fire. Ooh. So it's pretty crazy out there. But anyways, that's beside the point. Both of you guys said that you're looking for a truck, but you don't want the Cybertruck. There is
say that.
Yeah.
That's right. He didn't. I did. That's
I
right.
don't want the Cybertruck.
Okay.
I would have to see it in person, and if I liked it, I would buy one.
Okay. There is a company that's just starting up their pre-orders in the States and other places in the world that is going to be coming with a sports utility electric vehicle. But they are classifying themselves, all of their vehicles, because they don't just have SUVs, as luxury electric vehicles. So you're going to have your Teslas, but these ones aren't looking to compete with Teslas. Their standard cars are, if you get some of their, I guess, more expensive ones, have over 1,000 horsepower, and they have over 1,000 miles in range on a charge.
Wow.
It's pretty impressive. Here, I'm going to share my screen just so you can see
That's insane.
what the SUV looks like. So the company is called Lucid, and this is their Project Gravity. So if you want to just add it to the stream there.
You should be able to just you can't share it on your own. Oh,
No,
I got it. Okay.
You got to approve it. So this is Project Gravity. It's not a Cybertruck.
See, I can deal with that. The Cybertruck looks a little too futuristic. I can go with the modern, but still a little sleeker. And
See,
give it.
That I wouldn't buy.
No?
I do not like hatchbacks. And when I look at that,
You want a pickup.
yeah. Well, no, I don't. I'm not even pickup. I'm a SUV guy. Like hatchbacks just don't do it for me. And I just, if it's a hatchback, I don't want anything to do with it. Honestly, the cars look cool.
Oh, so sorry, it was a 1080 horsepower, or no, horsepower, 517 miles for the range.
20 minutes to charge.
20 minutes charge will give you 300 miles.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Right?
Quarter mile in 9.9.
0 to 60 in 2.5.
Oh my goodness.
You know, I'm dying to try that whole hyper jump thing in the Teslas. You know, I see all the videos where they take off 0 to 60. I want to try that.
That car looks dope right there. It is the future. There's no doubt about it. That's the future.
And yeah, I mean, they're going to have to go because, listen, gas is only going to last so long.
So when I got rid of my truck, the Yukon, I was forced to, because I owed 10 grand on the truck still, I was forced to get a car that I didn't want. And the car that I got, I only purchased it because one, my buddy at Honda recommended it because it had a $10,000 rebate, which helped with the $10,000 that I still owed on the truck. And the car that I had to buy it's a nice car. It's a Honda Clarity. You probably never heard of it.
Nope.
It looks like a Honda Accord, but a little bit nicer. But it's a hybrid. I can use it as full electric or I can use it as all gas. And it takes me right now to fully charge it up. It takes about 2 hours to fully charge it. At a charge station, like a level 2 charge station. I had different levels.
Right.
So at a level 2 charge station, about 2 hours, I can just plug it into my wall at home and charge it. And it will take 12 hours.
And this is our conversation about cables earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have one long enough in that sack somewhere.
And the cables that they provide you when you buy the car is, of course, the cheap one, which takes 12 hours to charge it.
Right. The Quickie Mart chargers.
I literally cut down 10 hours of my time. Now, 2 hours is still too long because the only place I can do that at is like the mall down the road has like 20 chargers in their parking lot. So I can go sit at the mall for 2 hours and charge it up. But I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to go there for 2 hours and just hang out and sit in my car.
Right.
So I never use it. I never charged it once. Never. Because I just don't I don't feel like spending 2 hours there. And it's great on gas. $10 will fill my tank up.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not a bad car. It's not a bad car at all.
It's an expensive car. It's a $45,000 car.
Yeah, whatever. Don't flaunt it.
I
It's nice.
I try and be nice to the car. I'm not a car person. This is the first car I've had in a very long time. It was always trucks for the longest of times. And I'll be going back to a truck after this car is gone. But it's a nice car.
It
It's
is.
it's just not a car I would buy for myself.
Yeah, I mean, electric cars are going to be, it's, and even if like 15, 20 years, like they're going to be like just a separate model to that brand, like every brand is going to have its own style of electric cars, so it's curious to see where they're going to take it.
This question's for you, Next Level.
I have a sole proprietor corporation, but you don't need to have that for YouTube. In Canada, if your income through your business is less than, I think, 30,000, you don't need to have certain, like an HST account. That's Canadian lingo for your tax account. So you don't need to have all that elaborate stuff. But I do it because YouTube is not my only form of revenue. So I kind of use it for everything.
Nice. It's a reality, not a possibility, methinks.
For the evolution of EV.
What's your opinion on that? You didn't give us your opinion.
On electric cars? It is inevitability. It's going to be everywhere. I think the governments are pushing for it. They're changing over all of their vehicles. We're having a lot of medium to light and heavy duty vehicles like ambulances, postal vehicles. They're all going to be switched over to electric. And eventually that's what it's going to be. So we're going to have to eventually, well, you know what? In CES, there was a lot of talk about electric vehicles. And some of the seminars that we went to said that by 2024, like 90% of the vehicles on the road are going to be electric.
I believe it.
So
I believe it.
I can see it.
It is the future. There's no doubt about it. And, in 10 years, when I make $1 million in the stock market, I'll be able to buy one.
Why 10 years?
I'm talking about cash free. Just pay it all off all at once. Just buy it. Canuck wants to know what stocks can we buy for that?
For that? Okay, so that one, I was going to bring it right back, but that stock, the Lucid stock, off a rumor, they were merging with what's called a SPAC, which is a special acquisition partner. So they usually fund some of these mergers to get them onto the trading platforms. And Lucid merged with one that was called CCIV. And when I heard about that stock, it was $11. So there was so much hype about it. I actually played one single option play. Now, options is a little bit more risky. You're basically betting that a stock is going to hit a certain price. If you are new to stocks, I do not recommend playing any options. Okay. But I basically bet that it was going to hit, I think I said $28. And I put the bet in when it was at 18 and it hit 65. And I cashed out at $3,000.
There you go. Do it. You make that money, pull it out, and put it in something else.
That's it. That's what you do.
Put it out, put it in something else. They're down. I have CCIV.
Yeah, so do I, right?
Yeah.
But an option is different from actually owning the stock.
Gotcha.
It's actually like a contract, a digital virtual contract that if it hits a certain price, you can buy it at that price instead of the market price. But most people don't want to put all that money up front because an option is actually 100 shares. So if you choose to buy out that contract once it expires, you have to buy 100 shares of that actual stock, or you just take it profit.
Is there a time limit on that?
Yeah. So options always have an expiration date. Some of them are weekly, some of them are monthly, some of them are a few months out. Very rarely are they longer than a year, but they're very complicated in regards to how much they pay out, because time is always against you, right? You're going to say, oh, it's going to hit $100. Okay, when? 3 years from now. Okay, well, you're not going to make that much profit because you're giving that stock 3 years to hit that price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is a very, very big gamble because as soon as that stock, CCIV, when it hit 65, where did it go?
Tanked.
It tanked hard.
Yeah. It's down to like 28 right now.
Yeah, it dropped all the way down to $20.
Yeah.
And now it's on its way back up, but it's a gamble.
And that's more of a risk right there, doing something like that. Like that's what like you said earlier, if you don't know anything about stocks, don't do that.
Don't do that.
That is gambling. Right? It's like going to AC and just rolling the dice.
But like I said, I just bought one option contract for $200. If I lost $200, I mean, there's lots of people who will spend $200 on lottery tickets in a month.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's if you have that money to use for that, then sure, give it a try. She said, does it cost you to charge your car? At a charging station? I don't know, again, because I've never done it. I'm not going to waste that kind of time. But at my house, it would charge me electric. Yeah. Plugged in for 12 hours. That's what it's going to charge me. You have to have 100 shares to have an option?
So the option is a digital contract for the possibility to purchase 100 shares at what's called the strike price, or the price that you're betting that it's going to hit. You don't actually own them until you either you let the option expire, so go past that expiration date. But nobody usually lets it go past that expiration date, because if the stock is $28, you're going to have to fork out $2,800 to buy 100 of those stocks,
right?
Or you just take your profit and you run.
It's so interesting. These are reasons why you always have to have somebody smarter in the room with you. And you want to surround yourself with people smarter than you, because this is something I never even knew about. I didn't even know this existed. So I'm learning something tonight, right? And I've been heavily engaged in learning about stocks, and I never heard of this, not once. So surround yourself with smarter people. You are with who you surround yourself with.
That is true. That's why I am who I am.
Who are you?
Just amazing. Just an amazing person.
You're very humble too, I got to tell you.
I am. I'm so humble.
Very humble. But we're going to wrap it up, guys. We've been streaming for about 1 hour and 48 minutes right now. Lou, thank you for joining once again. Next Level, thank you for joining again. Next Level, tell everyone where they can find you.
Next Level Tech, NXT LVL Tech. It's spelled the same way without the vowels in the first half because I couldn't buy one. On Twitter, on Instagram, on Telegram, and on YouTube. Beyond the Streams is the name of the podcast. You can listen to it on anywhere that you listen to your music or your podcast, except for what's that funky one that Amazon owns?
I don't know.
I can't remember the name of it now. Oh, Audible.
Oh, Audible. Yeah.
I have to fix some certain things to get on Audible, but whatever. Podcast is a lot of fun. We bring in a lot of content creators. Digital Slang's been on there. And we actually interview a lot of companies that are coming out with some really interesting things, and try to bring that knowledge about self-awareness and where technology is going to in the future, today, and where we came from yesterday. So thank you again for having me on your show. It's always a blast, and maybe I'll catch you on a game after.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, bro. Let's shoot some people. Lou, where can they find you?
You can find me on Friday nights on Slangcast. That's it.
That's it. You got Twitter, you got Clubhouse, you got all that stuff.
You can find me at Loose Gal on Twitter. I'm usually following the rest of you anyway and liking all your pictures. And Friday night Slangcast. There you go.
That was a nice little click at the end. You did that.
Yeah, that was pretty good, right? Yeah.
Again, thank you for everybody that came through tonight. Again, we're just talking about stocks and things like that because we're passionate about it. It's not financial advice. Take it for what it is. Do your own due diligence and learn what you need to learn. But it's safer than you think, in my opinion, unless you do something wrong. But again, not financial advice. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out and hanging out on Slangcast every Friday night. You can find me on Digital Slang, on Slangcast on YouTube, Digital Slang on Instagram, as well as Twitter, or the Twitter. That's how I like to call it, the Twitter. And yeah, that's it, guys. We'll be back tomorrow night on Digital Slang at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time with a new show. I think Kevin will be joining us tomorrow night once again, if he is feeling up to it. Hopefully he's having a good day tomorrow and he can join us, but we'll see. If not, tomorrow night, 10:30, guys. New video dropping tomorrow on the channel. Check it out. That's it. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Peace.
Peace.